When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
So when I was speaking with Alex Robertson, our producer, before the show this morning about our next guest who got in touch with us via your story, Alex said that the hope was that after this conversation, someone might resonate, someone might know where Jody's coming from and maybe help her get the help she needs. So we're going to bring in our next guest. She's been walking with a brace on her leg. She's got an IV bag attached to her arm for the last 6 weeks, and her diagnosis is confounding doctors. It remains a mystery. Her name is Jody Veilleux, and Jody, good morning. We appreciate you joining us.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about you, where you grew up and what happened.
I'm originally from Knowlton.
Mm-hmm.
I recently moved to Belleville.
Okay.
I grew up as a normal kid in the Eastern Townships. One day at work, I fell and hit my head. I felt fine. I went back to work, and 3 days later, I noticed I can barely move my toes. And a week later, I can barely move my foot. And a month later, I was dragging my foot. So I decided to go see my doctor, and he sent me to the emergency room in Council. And the emergency room in Council sent me to Sherbrooke Hospital to see the neurologist. So I started a whole bunch of treatments, a whole bunch of tests, and nothing worked. I had an IV bag attached to my arm for 6 weeks, and every single day I had to go to CLSC to remove the Band-Aid and change the bandage and stuff like that. So they discovered a spot in my brain that was agitated because of the fall, and They did a brain biopsy, but it didn't help. I currently has my Botox every 3 months to release my stiffness in my arm and my leg. So that's my story.
How old are you?
25.
And when you speak to doctors who obviously, I'm sure everybody has the best of intentions and wants to help you, but what's that feeling when a doctor says, well, we've tried X, Y, and Z and we just don't know?
Well, it's discouraging. Anybody will say that. They have a Quebec neurologist meeting for the difficult cases every year, and my case pops up once a year, and they don't know why. They don't know how come. They don't know what's the diagnostics. So.
How long have you been dealing with this, Jody?
About 4 years.
And there's been no progress?
No.
Are you scared?
Yeah. Some days I was scared at first, but some days, I'm petrified.
So you haven't really learned how to live with this?
I learned to write with my left hand. Wow. I learned how to walk properly with my brace, but I can't live with it for the rest of my life, but I'm going to try.
How is this affecting your mental health?
I was on antidepressants for about a year because being an active 21-year-old, going to work every single day, I was a runner, I was a jogger, I was into sports, and the sports went away.
I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with this. When you reached out to us via your story, what was your hope?
For someone to see my case and to maybe like, hey, I have that condition and the doctors don't know why, or some doctor will hear this and start my case.
And if they were to hear it, how would they get in touch with you?
I'm on Facebook and my email.
I don't know if we want to give out your email on air, but I would imagine it's Jody Veilleux, Veilleux,
Yes.
on Facebook. And I guess if anybody is listening, they could always get in touch with our producer, Alex Robertson, here by calling the station, and they would put you in touch. But this feels like a Hail Mary to go on the radio and describe your problems in the hope that somebody would understand, right?
Yes, very much so.
Have you entertained going to outside of the Quebec medical system? Is that a possibility for you?
I have, but the only problem is that I have a doctor in the States, but all my files are in French, and I want someone or need someone to translate it in English.
And that's is that another reason for you getting in touch with us today? Is that you haven't been able to find somebody who can translate your medical files?
Yes.
Okay, and who would you need for that? What kind of an undertaking is that?
Someone to translate my files, not only to speak French and understand French, but like they have to know what the medical terms are written or saying.
Yeah, it can't be just anybody. They need to have a knowledge of the medical
Yeah.
system. And then you can't get that. Is not something that can be done through. I mean, I'm assuming you have a GP, right? Like I'm.
Yeah.
And they're not able to help you with something like this?
No.
What are you doing for work or school, or what are your days like, Jody?
I struggling to find a job. I was on disability benefits, but now I'm on disability full term. I want to go back to work, but I have trouble speaking French because of my condition. So I have trouble finding a job. Why hire a girl that only has one hand when you can hire a girl with two hands?
Jody, I hope that this moves the ball up the field a bit for you. I hope that somebody was listening that can help shed some light. And everybody here at CJD 800 wishes you all the best. And I'm so sorry that you have to be dealing with this.
Thank you.
That's Jody Veilleux. Check her out on Facebook if you think you can help. Veilleux. And once again, that was brought to us via CJD 800's Your Story.